It's so annoying to feel like this all the time. All the time. And it's like, if someone's like, oh God, you fall apart so much, like you're so annoying, like you're always fucking like sad. I'm like, I know, I have to be in this bitch all the time. Like I'm aware of how annoying it is. As many people can try to help me and, you know, talk to me and whatever, but it's like it doesn't change anything. The only person that can change the way that I feel is me, and that's not gonna happen. So I don't feel comfortable telling you why I feel like that. I just feel like if I say it out loud, it's the same with like people. I feel like when I was younger, if I liked a boy or whatever, like I wouldn't tell anybody, because if I told them, then it would make it true, and then something would have to go wrong. Like that's just how it's been always. So it's like, if I say like, hey, I really need help, I'm not okay, I need someone, which is what's going on in my head, it's not gonna do anything but make me more aware of it and make me want to drown in a pit of lava even more. So
letting myself be mistreated for a long time.
I had no idea what the fuck was coming. Not really. Yeah, I was really mistreated, and then I just realized I was better than that, and since then I feel like I've just grown to know my worth. It's taken a minute and I don't think I'm there yet, but I'm getting there. Aw, Billy was so hurt then. I was so hurt then, man. The music industry, man. We're all sad as hell. All these artists, we're sad as shit, dude. Everybody I know that's an artist, we are sad motherfuckers. That's the way it is.
Someone was asking like if it's like like how much of it's miserable and how much of it's not, and I was just like, it's 50-50. Half of it's horrible and the other half is completely unbelievably amazing and like completely priceless. So it's okay to do the trash.
And that line is basically like, you know, there's all these perfect people, and nobody's perfect, but perfect people around me, and it's like, well, what's wrong with me?
Life doesn't happen to you, it happens for you. How do I know this? I don't, but I'm making sound, and that's the important thing. That's what I'm here to do. Sometimes I think that's the only thing that's important, really, you know? It's just letting each other know we're here. Reminding each other that we're part of a larger self. I used to think Jim Carrey is all that I was. Just a flickering light, a dancing shadow, the great nothing masquerading as something you can name. Seeking shelter in caves and foxholes dug out hastily, an archer searching for his target in the mirror, wounded only by my own arrows, begging to be enslaved, pleading for my chains, blinded by longing and tripping over paradise. You didn't think I could be serious, did you? I don't think you understand who you're dealing with. I have no limits.
This is what I call 9 rules from Chris Pratt, Generation Award winner. Number 1, breathe. If you don't, you'll suffocate. Number 2, you have a soul. Be careful with it. Number 3, don't be a turd. If you're strong, be a protector, and if you're smart, be a humble influencer. Strength and intelligence can be weapons, and do not wield them against the weak. That makes you a bully. Be bigger than that. Number 4, when giving a dog medicine, put the medicine in a little piece of hamburger, they won't even know they're eating medicine. Number 5, doesn't matter what it is, earn it. A good deed, reach out to someone in pain, be of service, it feels good and it's good for your soul.
Talk about what you're gonna do. Don't just dream about what you're gonna do. Don't criticize somebody else for what they're not doing. You be it. Be about it. Be about that action and go do it. Keep your eye on your intention. Don't let any outside distraction or your own insecurity stop you from your goals. Embrace that struggle. surviving that struggle will strengthen you.
I was a 4-time kickboxing world champion. For 12 years, I trained 5 hours a day, 6 days a week. And I was motivated to train probably about 25% of the time. The rest of the time I went because I am disciplined. You don't feel like going through that shit on a Wednesday morning when you wake up, but you have to do it because you're disciplined. You're either a disciplined individual or you are not a disciplined individual. There's a difference between want and want. And I say this all the time. People say to me, I want to be rich. And I say, okay, well, I want to be able to ice skate. But I don't want to be able to ice skate enough to go learn how to ice skate because I can't be bothered. I mean, surely if I could click my fingers and be a figure skater, I'd click my fingers. Who wouldn't? But I don't want to actually go train because I don't want it enough. And this is the exact point with money. Everyone wants money put on their lap. If you truly wanted money, you wouldn't be able to sleep until you fucking had it.
If our expectations, if our fondest prayers and dreams are not realized, then we should all bear in mind that the greatest glory of living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time you fall.
Piers, let's be honest. The last years, the football changed. I see football now as a business, to be honest. Sometimes Georgina have an expression that I don't understand. They treat you players like a piece of meat. I say, yes, you say everything. It's true. When they want you, when they count with you, they give you everything. When they don't, they try to make a hard life to you. I see football, Piers, the last years as a business. I saw many things that I'm disappointing. The passion for the game is still intact, but in the same way, I saw other things as well, which is surprised me, but in the same way, it's part of the business, because if you see the world, how it is in the moment, it's all business.
Keep working, keep striving, never give up, fall down 7 times, get up 8. Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship. Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship. So keep moving, keep growing, keep learning. See you at work.
And if I can leave you with anything, I want to leave you with this. Hear me clearly when I say this. There are people who come in your life sometimes to be there for a season. They weren't meant to be there always. Sometimes we find ourselves hooked up with people that we think are there for a lifetime, but they were only supposed to be there for a season. There are people who come in your life like boosters for a rocket. If you ever watch a rocket go into space, the boosters fall off when it reaches a certain altitude. Some people are not equipped to handle the altitudes that you're going to. So don't be afraid when they fall off. They're not bad people. They just couldn't go where you're going.
Everybody wants to walk in your shoes until you put them in your shoes, and then it's like, shout out to all of the kick-ass women, not only in this room, but all around the world, who, you know what, we win and fail, and that's not easy to do. I want to say congratulations to all the girls in this world who are strong, who are confident, and yes, we have insecure moments, and that's okay. But guess what? You do something that millions of people would never be able to do if they had the opportunity, because it takes gut, it takes balls to be able to lose and to fail and to make mistakes. I'm proud of you. Whatever you do here, keep on doing it, keep on killing it, and you know, thank God for health and strength, you guys. We're alive today. We need to just be happy for that.
Following your dreams is never easy, really, because, you know, it's going to take work, and it's going to take dedication, and it's going to take focus, and it's going to take drive. But as long as you really love it, and you really want it, and you keep that laser focus, then nothing is impossible.
Small minds discuss other people. Gossip. Good minds discuss events. Great minds discuss ideas.
Anyone who has achieved anything in life knows that challenges and failures are necessary components of success. They know that when things get hard, that's not always a sign that you're doing something wrong. It's often a sign that you're doing something right. Because those hard times are what shape you into the person you're meant to be.
So there's gonna be times where, you know, I say the wrong thing because I'm human. And I don't pretend to be perfect. And I hope to God that, you know, I don't say the right thing all the time, because if that was the case, then I'd be a robot. And I'm not a robot. And there's gonna be times where I get upset, there'll be times where I get angry, there's times where I'm gonna be frustrated, but I'm always gonna be myself on the stage, always. And so when people try to twist things and say, hey, Justin's angry at his fans and doesn't want his fans to scream, that's not at all what I was doing. All I was simply doing was wanting people to listen and kind of hear me out a little bit.
I blame no one. I look in the mirror. On the other side of it, what an opportunity we have, because tomorrow's the first day of the rest of our lives.
You will fail at some point in your life. Accept it. You will lose.
It's the only way to learn. You have to fail. Failure is a part of the process to become successful.
Failure gives you two choices. You stay down or you get up.
It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward.
You can't let your failures define you. You have to let your failures teach you.
The most important thing in the world is what you believe about yourself.
No matter what happens to you, it ain't over. It ain't over. Ain't no such a thing as over.
When you can't control what's happening to you, control how you respond to it. That's where your power is.
Always keep going. Always. No matter what happens, the storm eventually ends. And when the storm does end, you want to make sure that you're...
What if you did it? What if you actually did it? How do you think you'd feel? I mean, just for a minute, think about what your life would look like if you hit every goal that you have. If you actually went out and did everything you said you were going to do.
You don't always end up with the greatest love of your life. But it took me that to find out that you already have the greatest love of your life. You just don't realize it till you find it, and that is yourself.
When you had that third failure in a row, did you think, I need to pack this in?
Never. I don't ever give up.
There's a tomorrow when we're not together. There's something you must remember.
And what might that be, Christopher Robin?
You're braver than you believe, and stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think.
So what's going on?
I'm tired. I'm tired of giving my all and never being enough. I'm tired of changing for people who don't even recognize my change. I'm tired of crying myself to sleep at night and waking up in the morning and not recognizing myself. I'm tired of not being thin enough or pretty enough. I'm tired of not being enough.
Brenda, I'm proud of you, but I care about you as a person, so I gotta be real with you. You will continue to lose yourself trying to please someone else. You will never be good enough for a person that isn't good enough for you. And understand, there's no amount of perfection that you can give them that will ever change that. There will always be something that's wrong about you to a person that's not right for you. But the something wrong that they find is nothing but the something right to the heart that's searching for you. You might be too big or too small in their eyes, but you're the perfect size for the heart that's meant to love you. You might be too outgoing or too shy in their eyes, but you got the perfect personality for the heart that's meant to love you. You may be too black, too brown, too white in their eyes, but you're the perfect color for the heart that's meant to love you. Never let how they feel about you change how you feel about yourself. Never let your value be determined by their preferences. You're valuable not because of how someone sees you. You're valuable because that's how you were created to be. How someone treats you is not a reflection of what you deserve. It's not. It's just a reflection of what you're selling for. And I promise you this, you will always see yourself as less, seeing yourself through the eyes of someone who can care less about you. You will always see yourself as less, trying to change for a person that would never change for you. You have to stop giving people the power to control how you feel about yourself. Anybody can love your perfections. That's easy. But the heart that's meant to love you will still love you, even at your most imperfect moments. Brenda, change because you want to, not because someone's opinions, judgments, or preferences forced you. Let go of everything that's keeping you from loving yourself. You know what time it is.
I'm not really a happy person. It's kind of hard for me to be happy sometimes. My brain won't let me. But with you guys around, I can do anything. Everything's a little bit easier with you guys. So, thank you for being here.
First reason we pray is to invite God in. God's a gentleman. He's not going to invade your life. You're going to have to let him in. The Bible says it like this. In Revelations 3:20, it says, "Look, I stand at the door and I knock. If you hear my voice and open the door, I will come in and we will share a meal together as friends." What we want God to do is be like, "Oh, I am the Holy One of Israel, here to clean and change everything in your life." Hey, it's me. Hey, I was wondering today, could I come into your house and clean up some stuff and help you? Oh, no. You're too busy? Oh, you got a new boyfriend? Okay, cool. I'll be back tomorrow. Hey, yes, me again. Just wanted to see today. I heard some whimpering, some crying, some things that aren't settled in your life. Hey, I could come in and help you. Well, no, I have things that aren't fixed yet. That's why I'm here. Because I'm a carpenter. I rebuild things, rebuild lives. As a matter of fact, I come with the cleaning crew called the Holy Spirit. And we'll come in and you don't even have to worry. All you have to do is let us in. And God is standing at the door of your life every day. And he's knocking and he's knocking and he's knocking. And he's saying, when you pray, you invite him in. So when you pray about your family, about your school, about what college you're supposed to,
nobody believes in you. You lost again and again and again. The lights are cut off, but you're still looking at your dream, reviewing it every day and say to yourself, it's not over until I win.
Every day, take 15 minutes for silence. Some people call it meditation. Some people call it prayer. I give shit how you call it. Just be silent.
The biggest lie that young people get told is that when you're 18, 19, 20, that's when you're supposed to be having all your fun. You're supposed to go out and party and do all the fun stuff. It's when you have the most freedom, it's when you don't have as much responsibility, so you should go out and you should have fun. That is bullshit. When you're young, that is when you can do the most, when you can work the hardest, sleep the least, and focus on as few things as possible. Now is not your time to have fun. You know what's actually fun? Maximizing your skills, getting rich, and then having freedom the rest of your life. Being able to afford your family opportunities. Being able to take care of the people that took care of you. Being able to choose what you do with your time. That's fun. Not partying, not drinking, not smoking. All of that is nonsense, and whoever told you that you need to spend your most vital years doing that lied to you.
Do you realize that every day you thought you wasn't gonna make it? Do you remember them days where you thought it was absolutely unbearable and you thought you wasn't gonna endure that one? Do you know that your survival rate for every last one of them bad days is 100%? You survived every hater. You survived all the evictions. You survived the firings. You survived all the trouble you ever been in. Your survival rate is 100%.
When you can't control what's happening to you, control how you respond to it. That's where your power is.
Bravery is not the absence of fear. Bravery is feeling fear and moving forward anyway.
Dreams without goals are just dreams.
You cannot win the war against the world if you can't win the war against your own mind.
You do make a difference. As weak as you are, as tired as you are, as many mistakes as you made, you do make a difference.
When it feels scary to jump in, that is exactly when you jump. Otherwise, you end up staying in the same place your whole life.
People's opinion of you is none of your business, nor should you make it yours.
A real loser is somebody that's so afraid of not winning, they don't even try.
You can't let your failures define you. You have to let your failures teach you.
Insecurity kills more dreams than failure ever will.
Stop worrying about what other people think about you, and be sure that you think correctly about yourself.
Develop your communication skills, because once you open your mouth, you tell the world who you are.